Gojo's passive is a little unique despite being a single passive, since there's a lot of different uses for it. Here's a guide on how to use it effectively. First, Gojo's passive takes away some awakening bar when you press R in order to pull off a specific action depending on what you did prior to pressing the button. If you simply press R while facing someone without doing anything before that, you teleport up to them, letting you follow up with your M1s or basically any other move. If you land Lapse Blue and then mash R, you follow up the move with a kick sending your target to the ground, doing extra damage. This is practically guaranteed, though you can technically counter it with the aerial version of Cursed Strikes, even though it's very impractical. If you activate Reversal Red and press R while facing someone, you'll teleport behind them and shoot the projectile at their back. While it will go behind someone's block, if they turn around and block, it will be negated. For the reverse version, how you use it depends on how good your opponent is. If your opponent is bad, you can press it and follow up with your M1s, practically giving you a free combo. They don't even need to be bad, and catching them off guard with this can also get you some M1s, even if they'd normally be good enough to react. If your opponent is good, they'll likely press the block button on reaction to you using the neutral passive. You can counter this by using rapid punches to bypass their block. If your opponent is more than good, they'll attack you when you use a neutral passive. There really isn't a way to counter that counter, and that's why I say you should use this move sparingly. If your opponent has shown that they have the skill to react and attack you for using the teleport, don't blindly use it. It's a great move, but it's not unfair free damage, which is a good thing for the game balance-wise. One final note is that waiting for your opponent's dash to go on cooldown before using this is a good idea, so that they aren't moving around all the time. The passive for Lapse Blue is really simple. Use it for free damage after you use Lapse Blue. It does help you follow up with some other moves, but you can follow up without it, so there aren't really any huge advantages to using the passive after Lapse Blue. That's not to say it's a bad move, but it essentially boils down to more damage. Use it if you feel that you won't be needing your passive for neutral. The passive for Red is great for catching people who are expecting to block the normal version of Red. By using it, you can go behind them and hit them past their block. It's a great second option. You can also use it for combos, but it's rather useless since you'll achieve the same result by simply using the first version. Be careful because if they block it, you're getting punished. Final notes about this special passive are that you shouldn't waste it for trivial purposes. Don't use it to warp towards people in a combo when dashes are perfectly acceptable. It has a cooldown, and because of how useful it is, it's better to not have it on cooldown when you don't need it to be. It also consumes Awakening, which is another reason to not waste it all the time. It's a good passive, and spamming it against bad players will help out a lot, but if you do the same against good players, it'll hurt you bad. Thanks for watching this guide. If you found it helpful, help me out too by liking and subscribing on this video. I'm Noob Eternally, and I'll see you next time in another video. Bye.